There cannot be peace without first a great suffering. The greater the suffering, the greater the peace. The end you've always feared is coming. It's coming. And the blood will be on your hands.
I prayed to God that it wasn't true.
Solomon Lane escaped in Paris.
And now the world is at risk.
This is the CIA's mission. You use a scalpel. I prefer a hammer.
This is a bad idea.
Is it ever a good one? Honestly.
Right from, you know,
Yeah.
it just goes.
No, I mean, I couldn't sleep afterwards because my adrenaline was so up. And I know what's going to happen, you know. I can only imagine what it must be like for the audience going in there. It's like being on a roller coaster, you know.
Well, the secret weapon on a Mission Impossible movie now is the audience, because everybody who's seen these movies before knows that a double cross is coming, so they're all trying to outsmart the movie. And we used that to our advantage several times in the movie. It was early audiences that were watching it who were trying to guess where it was going. We were just laughing because we were saying, just watch the movie. It'll all work out.
I didn't feel it while shooting.
Yeah.
But cut together, it's much darker, much rawer. All the characters are kind of questioning their own good and bad sides and sort of playing around with the grey colour in between.
Right.
The unpredictability.
I mean, when you get a script for something like this, you're flipping through. This is probably like one of those one-time reads where you just sat there and probably read the whole thing at once.
No, we didn't have the script before we started, so it was evolving as it was going along. Chris had in his head the world he wanted to create, and then, you know, let the kind of narrative evolve. And that's his process, and he kind of allows it to be organically, really.
Oh.
And when you just trust them and you take a leap of faith and you go, okay, this is the energy of the character that I think would be interesting, and this is the personality, and to make somebody that's sort of, you know, enigmatic was key, and sort of like you can't tell whether she's good or bad, and that was something we wanted to do. So yeah.
He's not just some observer. He's an assassin.
I don't trust anybody outside of this room. You go rogue, he's been authorized to hunt you down and kill you.
That's the job. No hard feelings.
Which way, Benji? Turn left! Go!
Also, everybody's getting beat up.
I mean, what are you gonna do? You gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. I know.
I mean, you were...
How about the bathroom scene?
Yeah.
It's so good.
It really is.
I could have just walked out there.
You know, Tom definitely, leads the example, really, of how, you know, physically you have to prepare and you don't know what stunts you may or may not be doing, and, you know, it would be a nightmare to think they wouldn't be able to keep up in any way with Tom.
What are you waiting for? I'm jumping out a window! Oh, sorry. Good luck.
So, you know, we all prepared really well and we did lots of training, and I loved that part of it, and I'd never done that before, so it was really exciting to commit to something like that and to, you know, to enjoy it like that.
And again, you know, when we came out last night, we were talking about the fight scenes. I mean, our two favorite, the bathroom and the helicopter.
Yeah.
You know, as far as those that really stick out.
Yeah. And well, the bathroom scene, the beauty of a sequence like that is it's three actors who are so well trained, so well rehearsed, and working so hard that I don't have to cut, I don't have to shake the camera, I don't have to make the action happen. And it just made my job a lot easier. That's why I think that scene is so unique. They're really doing it.
You're seeing people on top of mountains, jumping off of buildings and everything, and I'm just sitting there going, I'm aching, I'm just sitting in a movie seat.
I know. Yeah, or on the very edge of it, usually.
Right,
yeah.
Right, no, that's for sure.
When the clock stops, Ethan Hunt will lose everyone he ever cared about.
You don't understand what you're involved in.
You need to walk away.
Please don't make me go through you.
The fact is that every time we make a movie, we have to turn it up, you know, because the last mission, which seemed impossible, proved not to be. So the next one has to be Worse, it has to be more difficult, more challenging.
Ethan, that's not who we are.
Maybe we need to reconsider that.
Accept it, Ethan. You've lost this one. What's done is done. What's done is done when we say it's done.
Showtime.
Oh my God.
And it is. It's
Fun
just
today.
fun for people, like you said, for those of us who grew up with the TV show, for those who, just started out with the movie series. You know who his character and, the other characters are. So it is. It's kind of like going to the movie, seeing people that you already know.
Yeah, that you're familiar with. And yet also with this one, you don't have to have seen any of the, the other 5 to, come into this, to enter into this world and be completely and totally mesmerized.
Right. And I was going to say, I dare say, you've got the, fast-paced action movie of the summer.
Chris McQuarrie has done an amazing job with making this a constant ride. Like, there's no point where you go, okay, I've got everyone's number now. Like, anything could happen, and it was a pleasure to be a part of, and thankfully a pleasure to watch as well.